Hello there, everybody. Welcome to some more Team Fortress 2. Got a nice gameplay here for you today using the Soldier, and as I addressed in the last video, my sacred, if you will, loadout, using the stock launcher, gunboats, and the escape plan. And I actually kind of wanted to say this right now, you might have heard me say it before. I really like the escape plan because that was kind of all I really liked about the equalizer when it was one whole weapon before I got split in the damage section and the speed section. Because, truthfully, I just kind of like having that speed boost as a soldier, even though you can rocket jump, you know, really effectively. It's just more fun to be able to move around quicker. And this little bit I cut out because I just wanted to get the health kit. Didn't want to bore you guys to death with those whole, like, 8 or 9 seconds, because I assure you nothing exciting happened. No shenanigans happened, no walruses crashed through the roof. Nobody knocked on my door and said, "Yo, hey, sup, this is Jay." No, nothing like that happened, unfortunately. And this is kind of what I was going to talk about. This video does sound a bit casual, and that is what I wanted to talk about, was my casual soldier experience. I don't really play, obviously, in a try-hardish mode. I play very casual. And there's nothing wrong with playing casual in a game, because honestly, it's more of the class I like to do when I'm having a good time. And very nice kill on that pyro. I was kind of afraid that he actually might air blast me, because I did get air blasted once or twice before this footage. That's the reason there's no intro, is because I got completely air blasted, and I did join the server rather late. I just joined right when that happened, and hey, I said, you know what, we need a soldier. I'm not going to get killed by anything else, not going to play demo, I'm going to play some soldier, because I want to have a casual day. Now, I've addressed a lot of times, I'm a huge fan of Quake and Doom, and having the ability to use a rocket launcher as a main weapon is just unorthodox, but really fun. And that's one reason I enjoy soldiers, because you are kind of the big lifeblood of the pushes in Team Fortress 2, and you can get a lot of stuff done. And not to mention, one thing I really love about Quake is your speed and your ability to use a rocket launcher. And I mean, that's so much fun. I don't have any clue why. And that's why I find Soldier's my best class. It's the most relatable, I like to go fast, I have an awesome weapon, and it's just so much fun. I like being part of the big team effort that really gets things done, and medics like you! It's so much fun to have medics liking you in Team Fortress 2, just next to a heavy probably, and maybe a demo man. I don't know, I don't trust those demo man. He's got some shifty eyes. Eye. Anyways, I usually play soldier just to have a casual good old time, and it may look like I'm actually doing like kind of try-hardish, and health kit is just a gigantic troll. Anyways, it may look like I'm doing kind of try-hardish, but in my mind, in all honesty, I am doing this 9 times out of 10 laughing and having a grand old time, because I don't play video games in a competitive sense. I could potentially, and this is not trying to be self-boasting, I could go into UGC. I just don't want to, because I think when you start putting a competitive aspect into a game, you kind of lose the fun to it. The whole reason I enjoy Team Fortress 2 is it's a really kind of Quake-ish game. It's based off a Quake mod, it has Quake roots, and everything in it is just like Quake. It's kind of, in a way, the remaining Quake on the internet, because nobody really plays Quake anymore except maybe on dark places, and that's only a good handful of people, not even, you know, counting the transfusion mod for blood. There's not very many people that play Quake anymore, and it's one of my favorite casual games. I could play that game countless times. Not as much as Doom. I love Doom, don't get me wrong. That's my real casual game. But of course, having a casual aspect to a game does not necessarily make you a worse player. It just means you don't want to just make yourself look bad, and you don't want to make yourself look good. You just want to have a good time. And that's kind of why I like to upload these really casual but really good gameplays of playing Soldier as my main class, or Scout, because those are two classes in Team Fortress 2 I have the most fun with. Now, of course, we're going to get shot in a few seconds, and I do one of the dumbest ideas in Team Fortress 2, and I must actually congratulate this sniper, because he got a pretty good shot on me when I was pretty distracted. I actually thought something exploded and killed me, but yeah, you really shouldn't do what I'm doing in Team Fortress 2 right here. Just don't just have a vendetta towards everybody that kills you. I was in that mode, though. I just said, you know, I just want to kill all the snipers. That sounds like a lot of fun, and I did not die or anything. I just walked back. It was not very exciting. You can see in the chat feed there, I just was screaming, medic, 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 help me, help me, help me. But, of course, definitely when you start playing on a competitive level, the game kind of loses its fun factor. Now, I used to play in arcades. I used to play Mortal Kombat 2 and 4. That sounds so lame and so stupid, but I was such a young age. It didn't feel as good when I actually got down to the thinking of it. I was like, oh, crap, I just beat a guy with a flawless victory. What fun is that to me anymore? And it kind of takes out that real good edge you have to a game in the beginning, because you start out really crappy. Most every game you start out, unless you're like me and you can pick up on most shooters pretty well, you start pretty crappy. And when you start playing on a competitive level, you got times you gotta beat, you've got these sort of weapons you gotta be subjected to, you got these standards, and it just kind of boils down to it's fun, but it's not as fun as the original. And playing for a casual way really should be how you take a game, and that's why I'm putting games up like Sensei 3000, Blood, and Duke, because those are all games that I can just kind of, have a grand old time, grab a soda, and just be like, yeah, let's talk about some games, let's talk about some life, and, you know, oh my god, the spy coming up here. That's one thing I always fail to do, and I'm pretty sure maybe we could have prevented that overtime and actually maybe won if I hadn't died. I'm just saying, it's not anybody else but Kamikaze Soldier for the win. Kind of not the greatest idea I had on my mind, but I was really desperate to try and keep that cart as pushed back as far as possible. And that's kind of one weird thing I was talking about. There's a point where casual becomes you want to actually do better. And that's not a bad thing, it means you want improvement. But in my opinion, I don't want to play like, oh man, if I lose this match, I have dishonored my family and clan, I must destroy the Shiri Ryu, I must make the Lin Kuei a better thing for my future family. No, I'm just like, I lost a round, big deal, I could have done better. That's why I never get mad in Team Fortress 2. Getting mad in a video game, and this was the same sniper, don't do what I'm doing, this is a poor decision. I didn't really suffer from it, but of course, trying to rocket jump away, yeah, that was a beautiful decision. And that's what really is what makes me happy about Team Fortress 2. It's a game I can just pretty much pop in my computer, well, back when you had CDs, and it just feels so much fun. I can't really get mad at a game I have too much fun playing. I mean, I can get mad at, you know, stupid things like constantly being killed out of spawn, and I really did just want to kill this sniper. It was a dumb idea, I know, and I got a really lucky kill on this scout somehow. But I hope that kind of leaves a message with you guys, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time.